is a being of light living the human experience, whose mission of life is to help others in this period of awakening of consciousness. He's a Peruvian natural-born healer, teacher, spiritual guide, and a shamanic practitioner. He's been on the spiritual path for more than 30 years, and he currently resides in Lake Matthews, California, where he's creating a community healing center dedicated to raise the vibration of the planet. Let's welcome warmly, please, White Eagle.
I want you to close your eyes and put the left hand on your heart, please. Close your eyes. And just repeat what I'm going to say. I am love.
I am love.
I am light.
I am light.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
Yo soy amor.
Yo soy amor.
Yo soy luz.
Yo soy luz.
Yo soy la verdad.
Yo soy la verdad.
Come open your eyes. If you say that whenever you feel stressed, whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel confused, the light will come to you. Because saying I am is very sacred. Whatever follows the I am is who you are. If you said I am angry, you are identifying yourself that you are anger. So think about twice before you say I am angry, because you are defining yourself as being anger. Always try to say, I am love. Yo soy amor. Because that's what we truly are. If you keep on saying, I am love, yo soy amor, you're going to identify with the truth about who you are. Anger is just an emotion that can last for maybe 1 second or 2 seconds, and after that it goes away. But saying, I am love, love is what is inside of us. Love is what we are made of. We are not made of anger. Anger is just a temporary emotion. Love is not an emotion. Love is divine. So begin to identify yourself with who you are, who you truly are. If you said, I am light, you are not lying to yourself. Because we really are light. When we die, this physical body will go back to the mother. And that part of us that is the truth, the light, the divine light is not going to die. It's going to go back home. So saying I am love, saying I am light is not a lie. I am love is who we are. I am light is who we are. Because love never ends. Light never ends. It doesn't have a beginning or an end. And when you said, I am the truth, that's the only truth that exists. Inside of you exists the only truth that exists. We are divine beings, made out of love, light, and truth, and peace. That is our essence. And the times are changing. If you are not connected to the present, you are not going to notice what is going on. If you keep on watching TV and listen to the news, and you buy everything that the news tells you, you are not in the present. You are in that illusion that they are creating for us. The TV never tells us the truth. He just fabricates something that keep us a slave. So get out of the news. Begin to talk to your heart. Begin to meditate. Begin to talk to the trees. The trees will never tell you a lie. Animals don't tell you a lie. We are the only beings that exist on this earth that lie. A tree will never tell you I love you if the tree doesn't mean it. We tell I love you, but it lasts only for a second. We turn around and the person that we say I love you, we want to kill that person. And that is a fact. So whenever you say I love you to somebody, be conscious of what you are saying. It's better to say I like you, yeah, but don't say I love you, because love is sacred. I was late today because I meant to be late. Didn't happen just because I want to be late, it's just that I meant to be late. Today I see a lot of new faces, and I'm really happy to see that there are new faces on the crowd. I'm really happy to talk to somebody that haven't heard me talk before. If this is your first time, I just want to say it again, I'm no different than you. If we were all to be the same, it would be boring. It is nice to find somebody that is different. Somebody that wants to break the rules that you don't want to break. To be different, it takes a lot of guts to be different. It's very easy just to follow the norm. But to say I'm going to break this rule because it doesn't go with me, and I don't care what you say, it takes guts to say that. Most people just follow the rebaño. Most people just follow the crowd. I was one of those that didn't follow the crowd. Since I was a little boy, I was different. I didn't like to fight. I was forced to fight, but I didn't enjoy a fight because deep right here in my heart, I knew that fighting was not something that we should practice. When I was a little bit, probably about this tall, I was baptized because I couldn't fight and I couldn't say I don't want to be baptized. So they took me to a church and they did something on my third eye and they baptized me. I couldn't say no, but after that, they couldn't get me to do my first communion. They couldn't get me to do the confirmation because I could say no then. And my mother followed me, when are you going to do your first communion? And I said, someday. So someday I just went to the church and I said, I kneeled down and I put something in my mouth and I went to my mother and I said, Mama, I did the first communion. But you didn't dress yourself in white. I did it my way. So she didn't bother me no more. The confirmation was something else. She never told me after that you have to do your confirmation. I am the only one in the family that didn't do the first communion. I am the only one in the family that didn't get the confirmation. I am the only one in the family that got divorced because I wasn't happy with my partner. And the day that I got divorced, hell broke loose because I was disowning the family. I was not part of the family no more. From that day on, they saw me as something different. But I created a new family. You are my family. The trees are my family. The birds, everything that is around me is my family. A family that doesn't judge me. The family that takes me as I am. So don't put me up in a pedestal saying White Eagle is perfect. Because if you do that, you are going to get disappointed someday. I am not perfect. If I was perfect, I wouldn't be in this physical body. I am perfect because I have karma to pay for. And that's why I choose to be in this physical body. And that's why my biography said, I am a divine light, living the human experience. That's who I am. You are the same. If someday you wake up, you will say, this crazy guy named White Eagle told me that I am divine. And I'm telling you, we are divine. And someday when you leave this physical body, we will find out the truth. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe we are not divine. Maybe we are the devils. But someday, sooner or later, we are going to leave this physical body and we will go back home. And maybe one day we will meet you up there and we will have a talk. So, once in a while I come to this sacred space to talk, to tell you what I feel inside of me, to tell you what I have learned or what I have remembered. That's why I come right here. I don't come right here to force you to change. I just come to talk. And when I talk, you don't see me reading a speech because I never read what I talk. I really feel that I am a channel between God and the Mother Earth. That's who I am. And when I come right here, I'm just channeling information. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today, but I'm talking. I'm talking to let you know that times are changing. We are getting very close to what, the Christian, the Catholic says, we are very close to the Judgment Day. But that Judgment Day is not going to be hell. No, it's going to be something very peaceful. If you really are conscious and you live in the present, you will know that everything is changing. Politics are really getting now, they are going to disappear. If you look at South America, that's the part that I come from, every country right now is in a mode of, we don't want to do what you have been telling us to do. People are dying, but people are fighting because they are tired of being exploited. And in the America, next year we are going to have elections. And that is going to be a big event. That is going to change a lot of things. So be conscious, be present, and start watching what is happening around me. I live in a place that has 3 acres, and I have a lot of trees, and I face a lake, and I am around mountains. And you know what? I lived in that place for about 8 years, and this is the first year that I have seen the mountains green. Before, the mountains were just dirt, but now I look up and I can see green in my neighborhood. I can see the lake was going down. Now the lake is happy and is full. The birds, they don't know what to do because, temperatures are changing. They don't know if they should migrate or not. They don't know when they should go and get babies. The trees, they don't know if they should go to sleep or not. Everything has to change. The tree, they will probably just, in a normal way, adjust to the changes because they are conscious. They are living in the present. We humans are the ones that we are not living in the present. We are not. We are living in the past, and some of us in the future. So you should make an effort to take off your shoes once in a while and walk barefooted on the dirt. You should make an effort to go to the sea, to the ocean, because you are so lucky that you have the ocean so close to you. Because getting close to nature is what is going to help us during the changes that are coming. Some people are saying 2023 is the year that the changes are going to happen. And to get ready, how do we get ready for those big changes that are coming? Connect yourself to nature. Because why? Because nature is full of light. Nature is full of love. Most of us, we live in places where there's houses and houses and houses and freeways and shopping centers and malls. That's where we live. We are not in touch with the trees. We are not in touch with water, with the rivers, with the lakes. We just confine ourselves to a small room and we watch TV, we go to work, we come back, we eat and we go to sleep. And if we are depressed, the worst mistake that we do is we go into bed and we just lay down there. If you're ever depressed, get out of your bed and go out to nature. Go out to the ocean and dive into the cold water. And if you're not brave enough, at least just put your feet in the cold water. I'm very brave. I can't go into cold water, and if I last for a minute, that's good, but I do it. Some of you are just afraid to put your cold feet on the water. Why? Because we are spoiled. We have hot water at home. If you go to Peru and you go to the Andes, you will see that those people don't have hot water. So that's why for them, they go into lagoon that is probably close to 0 degrees and they enjoy it. Why? Because they are not spoiled. We are spoiled. And if you don't want to give up all the comfort that you have, when the changes come, you are going to suffer. Imagine a day when there is no hot water. Of course, you can go without taking showers. But eventually you're going to suffer. So my advice today is connect to nature. And what is nature? That is what you have to find yourself. What is nature? What is my nature? My nature is being light, love, peace. That is my nature. If I get angry someday, it's because I am human. But inside of me, my nature is light, love, and peace. And where do you find that kind of light, love, and peace? Where do you find that? Why people go to the ocean so much? In the summer day, those beaches are crowded. And most of the people that go to the ocean, they don't go in the water, they just stay there. Why? Because the water is too cold. They just go and sit down there. Why? Because when you go to near the ocean, you feel something. You feel peace. And when you go into the water is a feminine energy. And what does feminine energy mean? Feminine energy is not masculine. It's very different. Feminine energy is that energy that is very close related to love. It's very related to that very fine energy that we call intuition. And water is made out of that. Water is full of love. And when you go into the water, it will purify yourself. But you don't know that. Why? Because you are ignorant. And that is fine. We are ignorant of a lot of things, and that includes myself. I don't know everything. I'm ignorant of a lot of stuff still. The ocean water has salt, and salt absorbs your dense energy. If you want to clean your house, just use a lot of salt around your house, and that will purify your body. When I am upset, I have mountains on the front of my house, and I go and I walk around there. Why? Because in that space of the mountains, there are no shopping malls. Then there are no TV antennas. It is a lot of rocks, a lot of mountains, trees, and wild animals. That's all it is. So when I go there, I go sometimes because I need the energy. I need love. And when I go there, I find love. And I talk to the mountains. And when I go back home, I feel different. That is nature to me. Nature is a place where I can find light, love, and peace. We are light, love, and peace. That's why we search for that. But in our search, it's like we want to find love and we want to find a couple, our mate, our companion. And what happens? When we meet our mate, we are in love. Everything is beautiful. And we make so many promises. I love you, I will never leave you. You're my soulmate. A year later, divorce or separation. Why? Because when we meet somebody, we feel in love with the appearance. Once we start living together, then you find out really what that person is made out of. We don't bother at the beginning to really find out who that person is, or how that person feels. An animal is very honest. The animal will bark at you, it doesn't care. I mean, you don't like me, but I'm going to bark at you. It shows itself. We humans, we don't. We hide a lot just to be loved. We are in a relationship many times out of necessity because we don't want to be alone. And we don't want to be alone, so we take anything just to be with somebody. Life is about making our own choices. How many of us make our own choices? How many of us, before we do something, we say, I wonder what my mother is going to say, I wonder what people are going to say. Okay? You don't say, I'm going to do it and I don't care what people say. We just think about it, how is that going to affect me? And that's where the programming comes into the picture. So we never really make a choice. We make our choice based on what the other people are going to say. Am I going to go to hell if I do this? That's how we go about making a decision. There is a song that says, My Way. Frank Sinatra made that song famous. Listen to that song. listen to that song. When I first heard that song, I cried. And why is it that I cried? Because it cannot touch my heart, because that is the way that I am. I live my life my way, and because of that I suffer. Because when you break rules, you are punished sometimes. When I was a little boy, my mother used to say, do that, and I said, Mama, I'm not going to do it. It doesn't make sense. Okay, you don't want to do it, you know? That's what came. So you grew up as a boy thinking, you know, nobody loves me. I'm different. That's the way you feel. And when you become a teenager, I was worse. At 18, I left my home because I wanted to be free. My mother didn't allow me to go to the corner. Why? Because we lived in a very poor neighborhood and she thought that I was going to be killed. My mother wanted me to marry a blonde, just to improve the race. And I used to get in touch with black people, poor people. When I had my girlfriends, my mother said no, she used to go and fight with them because she said, leave my son alone. So at 18, I said, I cannot do this no more. And the opportunity came to come to this country. Within a month, I left Peru and I came to the United States. And I found myself with freedom. And from that day on, I began to make my own decisions. Do I ever feel sorry about what I made, what I did? No. I know that I have created hurts, but who doesn't? Who is the one that hasn't hurt somebody? We all go around doing that. It's part of the human experience. There is karma. There's a lot of things that we need to pay in this physical body. So the time has come for us to really open up this heart. Because when you open up this heart, you will change your glasses. And you will put new glasses that will allow you to see everything in a different way. And the only thing that can open up your heart is love. Lo único que te puede abrir el corazón es el amor. Nothing else. If you take a few shots of tequila, it will open up your heart. The next day you're going to have practice love. When I teach Reiki, Reiki is about love. And I tell my students, it doesn't mean because you're taking the class that the energy of Reiki is just going to start flowing through you. I say, no, there is a catch. If you want to channel love, you have to have love already right here. If you want to feel love, you have to have love inside of you. Si tú quieres que te llegue amor, tú ya tienes que tener amor dentro de ti. We ask for love, but we don't practice love. So it doesn't go. Don't lie to yourself. If you don't practice love, don't expect people to love you. It takes a lot to really love. It takes a lot to accept people like they are. We only want to be with people that just tells you you're very nice, you're so good. Those people, oh yeah, she's my friend because she's just like me. So what are you going to learn from that person if she's just like you? You need to meet somebody that will really shake you up and make you see, this is what you need to change. But we are blind and we say, no, that person is crazy. I don't like her because she's so different. To learn to hug your enemies. To learn to hug your enemies and tell that enemy, I love you and thank you for everything that you're helping me with. It takes a lot. But that is what is going to open up your heart. I always tell people goodbye and just don't be a nice guy. Just be yourself. Be yourself, be who you are, show your truth, the true person that you are. When I do healing sessions at home, people come to me and when I try to connect to them, they are completely closed. They just don't want to open up. They want the healing, but they don't want to open up. They don't want me to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I tell them, you come to me, but you don't want to open up. You don't want to show me who you are. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let us find, what is it that you really are made of. Changes are coming. The changes are coming, and they are coming sooner than you think that they are going to come. When I look at the mountains, they are so beautiful because they are white. I never seen them white for so long. Changes are coming to us. Be in the present nowadays. Go out to nature and look at how nature is behaving now. That is the way that you should behave. Begin to make changes into your life. Go out to nature more. Meditate, practice love. Forgive those that you don't want to see. Forgive your mother, your father. Forgive your children. Because believe me, your children, we are not the responsibility of our children. Don't ask your children. Don't tell your children, you have to help me. I am your mother. No. If you are on your own, it's because that's the reality that you created. Don't blame your kids if they don't want to come and help you. I say that because when I was 18, I left home. My father, they didn't pay for my education. They were not there to tell me pay your rent or buy yourself a pair of shoes. I had to work to do that. And because of that, I am who I am right now. I feel proud of who I am because I don't owe anybody. I can very proudly say, I am who I am. Let your children go. Especially if you still have a chance to create another reality. Every one of us create your own reality. Each one of you has your own physical body. My physical body is not the same as hers. I eat a lot, but you see me right here, you see me, I don't gain weight. I eat a lot. My wife says, you eat so much. It's because I'm hungry. But that's the body that my soul wanted to have. Every single one of you have your own emotional body. Understand this. Our emotions, they have life in another reality that is called the fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension, that's where emotions live. And guess what? In that fourth dimension, there are entities, they feed themselves from emotions. Every time you're upset, they are happy because that's my food. Every time you're angry, they are very happy. So there are entities that they feed from ourselves, from our emotions, because that's their food. So think about twice before, when you get angry or when you're upset, just close your eyes and say, I'm feeding somebody that I don't want to feed. If you want to stop doing something, if a thought comes to you that you don't like, just tell that thought, I'm going to stop feeding you. I'm not going to feed you no more. Goodbye. Because when you do that, eventually that entity that is feeding from your emotions is going to say, I lost the client. He's not going to feed me no more, so I have to search for another one. So we have a physical body, we have an emotional body, and we have a mental body. The mental body is the fifth dimension. And that's where we are going to go. We are going to go into the world where this mind that we have is going to create miracles. Because it's not going to be the human mind anymore, it's going to be the divine mind. There is hope for us, and believe me, we are going to evolve. Why? Because the Mother Earth is evolving. And we have another body, which is the etheric. The etheric body is the double of the physical body. The etheric body is the one that gives us vitality. That's why whenever you feel tired, whenever you feel sick, get out and go to the sun. Because the sun is absorbed by the etheric body. If we didn't have an etheric body, we wouldn't have vitality. Vitality means when you wake up, you want to do something. You want to go running, you want to go outside and work on the yard. You want to do what a live person does. You want to go out and do something. You feel energy. You are not just staying there on the couch watching TV all day. No, you want to do something different. That's what the etheric body is all about. Go out to the sun. Don't stay there for 1 or 2 hours. All that you need is 20 minutes every day. Just go out there. And like I said, you are so lucky that you have the ocean so close. But one thing that I'm going to share with you, wherever you go, introduce yourself. Let nature know what is your name. If you go to the ocean, before you put your feet into the water, tell the water who you are and why you are there. Put an intention of why you are going to go into her sacred body. It's like you have a home. People need to knock at the door and you open the door and you ask, who are you? You don't just open the door and you let anybody inside your house, right? The person has to identify himself or herself. It is the same when you go to the ocean. Have at least the conscience of saying, water, I'm going to go into your home, allow me to go there. My name is Melesio, I'm going to go into your sacred space, allow me to be there. Why? Because you have the power that I don't have. Please, purify this physical body, because I need that. And the miracle is going to happen, because you are asking for something from the water, and she will give it to you. But once in a while, bring some flowers and say, Mother Water, here it is. Thank you for everything that you're doing for me. So get to know who you are. Get to know who you are. Ask yourself that question before you go to sleep. Talk to you, the divine within you. Talk to that divine within you. It is going to listen to you. How many of you, before you go to bed or once a day, talk to your divine? Not many. You need to learn that the divine is just waiting for you to say, I love you. Please be part of my existence. Be part of my human experience. It's waiting for you to say that. So get used to that, talking to your divine. Whenever you have a problem, just close your eyes and say to the divine that is within me, I call upon you. I need your help. That's all you have to do. Integrate that part of you that you have forgotten about. It is right there. And that is going to change your life. That is going to help you go through the changes that are coming. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and listen to that. Listen how the solar flares that we are receiving right now are so different. There is so much information out there. Stop watching TV. Go to for listen to something different. And always remember, I am love. I am light. I am peace. I am the truth. Yo soy amor. Yo soy luz. Yo soy paz. Yo soy la verdad. Always begin to say that. Begin to say that, and something is going to awaken within you. I invite you to stay after the services and come to my circle. If you don't have the money, don't use that as an excuse. Just tell Rosie, you know what, I don't have the money, but I want to be there. And you don't have to give me money. At the end, just give me a hug, or next time that you come and you see me, bring me a banana cake, bring me something, how to do it that you can do, and we'll be even. It's not, a donation is not just money. A hug can be a big donation. It's just that in our mind, donation means money. How much? Or whatever he says, no. If you want to give a donation, give what comes from your heart. If I say 5, you said, I want to give you 10, I'm not going to get upset. And if I say 5 and I say, I'll give you a banana cake, I will not get upset either. A donation is something that will keep us out of debt. It will not create karma. That's why I ask for a donation. Give me something, because I'm going to give you something. And give me something. So every time that White Eagle comes and he says donation, I want to tell Rosie, do not put a price. Whatever comes from your heart, I take it. Because abundance I have. Love I have. Peace I have. Light I have. What else can I ask for? I still can walk. I still can talk. I still can go hiking. What else can I ask for? If you ever ask for something, ask for your health. That should be the number one. Don't ask, am I going to get married? Am I going to be the nice guy? No, ask for your health. Why? Because you need to be in good health to meet somebody. Your health is very, very important. Without health, this physical body will go and you will not be able to get anything. Okay? So, I really want to say thank you to you, and I really want to say thank you to all of them, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. It is because of them that they call me up, White Eagle, when are you coming? And they tell me the dates, and I choose a date, and that's why I am here today. If someday I come in your dreams, hug me, keep me warm. That's all I ask for, because I travel at night. I don't go to the astral body, no. I travel to those places, to those people that need my help. So if someday you see me, just know that I'm there to help you. And if someday you're in distress and you want help, just close your eyes and just ask for White Eagle. I need your help, and I'll come to you. Okay, I love you and I accept you, everyone as you are. Okay, thank you for listening.